Blackstone Audio presents America's Great Depression by Murray N. Rothbard. The dedication reads, To Joey, the Indispensable Framework. Introduction to the Third Edition. America is now in the midst of a full-scale inflationary depression. The inflationary recession of 1969 to 71 has been quickly succeeded by a far more inflationary depression, which began around November 1973 and skidded into a serious depression around the fall of 1974. Since that time, physical production has declined steadily and substantially, and the unemployment rate has risen to around 10%, and even higher in key industrial areas. The desperate attempt by the politico-economic establishment to place an optimistic gloss on the most severe depression since the 1930s centers on two arguments: A, the inadequacy of the unemployment statistics, and B, the fact that things were much worse in the post-1929 depression. The first argument is true, but irrelevant. No matter how faulty the statistics, the rapid and severe rise in the unemployment rate from under 6% to 10% in the space of just 1 year, from 1974 to 1975, tells its own grisly tale. It is true that the economy was in worse shape in the 1930s, but that was the gravest depression in American history. We are now in a depression that is certainly not mild by any pre-1929 standards. The current inflationary depression has revealed starkly to the nation's economists that their cherished theories, adopted and applied since the 1930s, are tragically and fundamentally incorrect. For 40 years we have been told in the textbooks, the economic journals, and the pronouncements of our government's economic advisers that the government has the tools with which it can easily abolish inflation or recession. We have been told that by juggling fiscal and monetary policy, the government can fine-tune the economy to abolish the business cycle and ensure permanent prosperity without inflation. Essentially, and stripped of the jargon, the equations, and the graphs, the economic establishment held all during this period that if the economy is seen to be sliding into recession, the government need only step on the fiscal and monetary gas to pump in money and spending into the economy in order to eliminate recession. And, on the contrary, if the economy was becoming inflationary, all the government need do is to step on the fiscal and monetary brake, take money and spending out of the economy in order to eliminate inflation. In this way, the government's economic planners would be able to steer the economy on a precise and careful course between the opposing evils of unemployment and recession on the one hand, and inflation on the other. But what can the government do? What does conventional economic theory tell us? If the economy is suffering a severe...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?